Reno 2011, strongest tornado in history. You know what? Tornadoes seem a little bit scary to me, but I'm not as scared of tornadoes as I am of a tsunami. Like, with a tornado, you just gotta land on your feet. Like, you gotta get a good landing, right? With a tsunami, dude, you're gonna be in there swirling around with the fucking crocodiles, dude. The sharks, the cars, like, you're swirling around, you get sucked up by the tsunami, and then boom! You just get hit by a fucking car in the middle of the water, and you're dead, bro. Like, you know? But let's see.
That's coming this way. That's coming this way.
This is the most powerful tornado.
Has anybody
heading directly
experienced the tsunami in chat?
Dude, it's right here.
It's nearly killing storm chasers.
We have to back up.
Holy cow.
Confusing
Storm chasing, bro.
And violently
do they get paid to do that?
People.
Is it like an actual, or is it a hobby?
Yeah.
Devastation in Joplin, Missouri on an almost unimaginable scale. Homes obliterated.
Missouri!
Cars piled up like toys. Schools, hospitals, and businesses battered.
The date is May 23rd, 2011, and the town of Joplin, Missouri has just been wiped away by the deadliest tornado in modern history. People were in absolute shock. May is peak tornado season, but something like this is just unfathomable. Unfortunately,
well, it is May.
For areas surrounding Joplin, the next day, May 24th, seemed to be another tornado risk, potentially even more extreme.
Oh,
As
no.
the day drew closer, forecasters noticed a shift to the west. Joplin was in the clear.
What do you even do? You just have to leave, right?
The storm system looked dangerous.
Like you have to use the drive away.
And catastrophic tornadoes
Man, that
were
sucks.
in the cards. But one thing was for sure in people's minds.
If you have a brick house, it doesn't fly away, right? Yeah. So if they have a lot of tsunamis, why don't they build brick houses?
Nothing could be more extreme than Joplin. Storm
Damn.
chasers say on high-end tornado days, you can practically feel the powder keg of energy in the atmosphere. If this is the case,
Dude, this would be cool to
May
do.
24th probably
I
felt
saw Cinna
apocalyptic, and
do
an
something.
outbreak
I
of
didn't
violent
really watch it,
tornadoes
but I saw she
was
did
about
something
to
like that.
occur in the state of Oklahoma.
That would be fucking
Pretty much
crazy.
Whatever thunderstorm formed first would be able to take advantage of the untapped ingredients in place and likely produce the biggest tornado of the day. A small team from the University of Oklahoma is setting up a new mobile radar unit west
So it's
of Oklahoma
students?
City. Jana Hauser, Jeff Snyder, and Howard Bluestein
They don't
are the
really look like
team of
students.
3 that have been waiting for a day like this. Their radar, the RAX pole, can see inside a tornado with detail no one's ever captured before. And
Interesting.
if they can just film a tornado forming, they could unlock secrets that save lives. But they need a storm in central Oklahoma, close to the city, to make it work. They can't exactly chase this thing across the state. And right now, the atmosphere has other plans. Earlier than expected, at 1:40 p.m., a blip on radar fires in western
The
Oklahoma
atmosphere.
and quickly gains dominance. As the storm begins to develop rotation, it inches towards the town of Canton, Oklahoma. Storm chasers realize a monster tornado is preparing to drop at any second and position themselves to record. One storm chaser, Verne Carlson, positions on a road extremely close to the circulation and films as the tornado forms.
Canton, Oklahoma.
Oh my god, dude.
Gonna do it.
Imagine being like a caveman and seeing this happen, dude. How does the car not fly away? Is it because they're sitting in it? Yeah. I don't know if you want to be there, bro. It looks like it's heading straight for
take
you.
A brief moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, AG1.
Whoa.
As a storm chaser, I usually don't get the nutrients I actually need from gas station burritos. AG1 is a daily nutrition supplement that I take to fill in that gap. It's one scoop mixed with water. That's basically it. And
Yeah,
it
you would
covers
probably need that.
vitamins, minerals, and probiotics, and even whole food sourced ingredients in a single drink. Having something consistent I can build into my routine during chases and editing helps eliminate the guesswork. It actually tastes pretty clean.
This is so fire.
If you're looking to simplify your nutrition this year,
Fire.
AG1 is offering a strong bonus through my link. So through my link, you'll get free AG1 travel packs, plus vitamin D3, K2, and an AG1 welcome kit with your first AG1 subscription order. If you want to check it out, go to drinkag1.com/tornadotrx to see the offer and learn more. You can also scan the QR code on screen. Anyways, thanks AG1, and back to the video.
Ow. I don't know why it looked like that. That looks fucking massive. Is this the biggest tornado ever? Or is it the most destructive one? He gets out of his car.
The monster tornado begins by shredding trees to their bark next to Carlson, moving at highway speeds. To the northeast, a large lake called Canton Lake sits. Along
Oh,
the lake
no.
are numerous recreational areas, and the
Oh,
tornado
no.
is now beelining directly for one. A worker for the lake records from the service building as the now
Oh,
massive
no.
tornado engulfs the park.
It's gonna be a water tornado, bro. I guess it's better than a fartnado.
Look at that. That's it. See, that's no moment. That's the park. That's the park.
Thank you guys for laughing. That is crazy how big that is.
That's a bad jump on that, buddy.
Wait, where was this? So I know to never move there.
The campground was essentially turned into a wasteland. RVs were
Oklahoma?
demolished, mobile buildings were shredded, even heavy concrete picnic tables were shattered by the winds. While most campers took warnings and left the park, around 20 people hid inside the camp bathhouse, the
Oh,
only
fuck.
structure left standing. The tornado was massive and
Okay.
exceptionally violent, and it was just
They
getting
survived, I
started.
think.
Past the campground, the tornado would become a waterspout as it crossed Canton Lake. An amateur storm chaser, Robert Hetchen, would begin to cross
Dude, he went on a
routes along
boat.
the lake
Never
at
mind.
the same time. He would film as the tornado essentially heads directly for them.
So is it actual water tornado? Guys, how do tornadoes start again? I don't remember. Temperatures? Air pressure? This is so funny. This is so funny.
We're okay. We're okay.
It's not funny.
The tornado would curve to the north, narrowly missing Robert and his girlfriend, who swiftly broke up with him. Okay, just kidding. Apparently she didn't. Anyways, as the tornado would approach the edge of the lake, enough water
Okay.
would be siphoned into the funnel, to quite literally produce a small tsunami. Photos would show the tidal wave.
Oh,
approaching the
hell
shore.
no!
The tornado would clear the lake around 2:30 p.m., maintaining waterspout status for nearly 3 miles. The tornado was now at its peak width, a ridiculously violent wedge tornado. To the north of the tornado,
How big?
57-year-old Ron Martin was driving west from his home when he saw it. In a hurry, Ron would turn into his family farm, believing it was out of the way of the path.
Oh,
Technically,
no.
he should have been correct. The storm and tornado, while curving slightly, were heading northeast, away from the farm. But at that moment, the tornado would begin to curve north.
The
Ron was
tornado
now in the
saw
direct
Ron,
path,
dude.
with no idea. As the violent tornado ripped through the
Saw him.
landscape, carving through everything it touched, the violent core would directly impact Ron, sitting in his driveway, throwing his car like a toy, and instantly killing him. Ron was described as a very hard worker and a beloved member of the community. Suddenly,
Jesus
the
Christ.
tornado would begin to weaken after impacting the Martin farm. And then, without warning, the tornado dies. A wedge tornado that just produced a tsunami destroyed a campground and killed a man in his driveway.
But how
is
does
just
it? How
gone.
does the tornado just
That doesn't
disappear though?
happen. A tornado this violent with this much energy available doesn't just quit out of nowhere. But at that exact moment, 120 miles to the southeast, a new storm begins to spin.
There's
near the
another
town
one.
of El Reno. Not minutes later, not shortly after, the same moment, as if the atmosphere decided Canton Lake was no
How did they know,
longer the
though?
priority. Something bigger was forming, and the few storm chasers that didn't get baited by Canton Lake were positioning to film it.
Baited. Oh, that is quick. Holy shit.
Pull up here. Look above. Look at these. Yeah, it's tearing up houses. Go.
Dude, why would you have this as a hobby? Is that it?
Within seconds, the tornado would become a massive, mile-wide monster, chewing
That
anything
looks-
in its path. For some reason, the atmosphere near
That doesn't
central
even look like a
Oklahoma was
tornado,
suddenly
bro.
loaded for violence. Unfortunately, this tornado was slightly too far for the radar team to scan. They had missed their shot yet again. Another group, however, including storm chaser David Dimko, would be positioned ahead of the tornado and would film the wall of wind.
Yeah, look, that doesn't even look like a tornado, bro.
Okay, you're gonna need to start moving. Move south right now.
With the tornado rapidly approaching, they make the call to escape south.
Crazy.
This would be a huge mistake. From their angle, along a curve in the road, the curve continues, giving them ample opportunity to retreat. What they don't know is the curve doesn't continue, putting them in the direct path of the wedge tornado.
Oh,
Without this
no.
knowledge, they begin to drive due
Oh,
south.
hell no! You, dude, you gotta go off-road. You gotta go off-road with this shit, bro. You gotta go through the fucking fields with this.
Just keep flying, dude.
Doing the best I can.
Keep flying. Keep flying, dude. You're fine. You're fine.
Are you though? Are you fine? I don't know.
You're good.
Oh my god.
David and the group essentially escaped death by seconds. Just after crossing
Holy
the road
shit.
behind Dimko, the tornado would suddenly dissipate, while causing extreme damage, digging up the earth, debarking trees, and even mangling cars. It struggled to
Digging
last,
up the earth?
just like Canton Lake. Two violent tornadoes have now fired and died in completely different parts of the state. Storm chasers have been baited across western Oklahoma all afternoon, chasing them. And now, as a new rotation forms on the storm, right next to El Reno, almost nobody is in position to see what's happening, except one team sitting on a hill
Rex pool.
with a radar unit
Rex
scanning
pool.
into the clouds.
It may go southwest.
The new area of rotation is visible to the radar team, and it's massive.
Man, that
It looks
Radar
like a
scans
horror
show
movie,
the
dude.
tornado that just lifted has emerged with this new circulation, making it even larger.
Is it even possible to be larger?
Cuts of this. Look at the horizontal
Yeah, chat, would you do this?
feeding on the left. Wow, that's less than a mile.
Loki, I would. Not gonna lie.
185, sample 15, scanning. One, holy cow.
Is that another one? No. It's like a fucking beast, bro. It's like a beast. It's like a monster. Is this a thunder, lightning, tornado?
We're recording.
Dude, I saw lightning in that shit.
In just 60 seconds, the new rotation has grown to a nearly invisible wall of death.
Yeah.
As the team continues to scan, winds continue to increase. The tornado is now completely invisible, wrapped in rain. Only the radar can see what's happening. And at exactly 4
That was
o'clock
terrifying.
PM, Raxpol would record one of the strongest wind speed measurements ever observed at 295.5 miles per hour.
Is this fast?
At the exact moment the tornado would peak in intensity, it would suddenly make a 90-degree turn to the east, heading directly for populated areas near the town of Reno. As it crawls over the roads, nothing is directly hit by the tornado, but homes not even in the direct core are reduced to piles
Oh
of
my
rubble.
God.
Cars are turned into bits of unrecognizable steel. The entire terrain looks like another planet. Continuing east, the vortex would impact an oil and gas site. As the tornado strikes the facility, the extreme winds begin to shred apart several oil silos. Storm chasers record as an oil tanker ignites.
What? Ignites? Boom.
The wedge tornado would slowly wobble
Now we got a
forward,
fire
inching
tornado.
closer and closer to Interstate 40. Being completely invisible, drivers on the interstate would have no clue the monster was heading directly for them. Don
It could
and
be
Joel
lurking
Crow
anywhere.
are driving home from their grandchild's graduation.
Oh,
when they
no.
get a tornado warning on their phone. With the invisible nature making it so they had no clue where it was.
Yeah.
They continue to drive forward. As the core passes over their pickup, the couple is sucked out through the pickup's windows before being thrown hundreds of yards from the road. State troopers discover their bodies stripped of their clothing and unrecognizable. The pickup was reduced to nothing.
They got sucked out of the window of the car? And then it stripped them of their clothes? Holy fucking shit.
But a frame. Across the road, Terry Peoples is also caught in his truck as the core of the tornado slams into him. His pickup is also thrown hundreds of yards to the north into a grove of trees. It's subsequently crushed
Oh my God.
under another destroyed pickup. His body is ejected from the vehicle and is found some distance away, suspended in a tree. In the same grove of trees, a few hundred feet to the south, an oil tanker from the explosion site crashes nearby. It was thrown over a mile. The killer
What?
tornado continues to crawl northeast. Another couple, 22-year-old Austin Hall and his girlfriend Miranda,
It looks
are
like
driving
Ryan
with their
Gosling.
friend Stephanie. They realize something is wrong. Likely feeling the pressure drop from the approaching tornado, Austin takes exit 7 to the north. He works for an oil company called Cactus Drilling and thinks if he can just get to the nearby Cactus worksite, he can find
Oh,
a place to
no.
shelter. Nearby,
Dude,
a
you
car
gotta
the
keep
side
on
of the
driving,
road
bro.
has a dash cam rolling, recording as the edge of the tornado passes to the north. In the video, headlights are seen quickly passing by,
Oh my
driving
God.
to the north. If these headlights are actually them, this would be the last time Austin, Miranda, and Stephanie are seen alive. Turning to the east, Austin begins to speed up. He's running out of time. With little visibility, the three of them pull in somewhere near the cactus drilling site, which is now being engulfed by the core winds. Next to the site, a farmstead is the first to go, being completely leveled. On the property, a steel storm shelter door would be ripped off, exposing a family to the winds. They would somehow survive inside. The large complex of metal buildings and workhouses of the cactus worksite would stand zero chance against the winds. Some of the worst damage ever recorded by a tornado would occur here, as scrap metal shreds everything to a pulp like a blender. Pieces of metal are traveling so fast that they spark as they drag along the ground, igniting a fire that engulfs the debris. It is likely now that the tornado begins to reach its peak intensity, harboring what could be some of the strongest winds to ever touch the earth. To the northeast of most of the warehouses, a brand new oil rig named Cactus 117 sits. On the site of the rig are 13 cactus workers. Fortunately, a giant metal safe room secured to the ground by 4 steel cables was installed on the site. Each steel cable is drilled nearly 6 feet into the ground, providing thousands of pounds of force to keep the safe room from going airborne. As the tornado bears down, 10 of the workers run inside. As debris begins to slam the side of the room, they realize amongst the chaos, the banging is not just debris. Someone is pounding on the door. Suddenly realizing this, the door is unlocked, and 2 workers are able to scramble in, seconds before the worst winds impact. Only one person is not accounted for, a man named Grady. Inside the shelter, the roar is deafening. The roof and walls
I can't even imagine how scary that is.
One of the 10,000-pound anchoring cables snaps as the room is slammed. Just to the east of the safe room, the oil rig is also being directly hit. In one of the most absurd feats of damage ever recorded, the 1.9 million pound oil rig, which is anchored into the ground with 200,000 pounds of force, keels over and collapses onto the ground. After what seems like an eternity, the tornado passes the rig site. The 12 people inside the safe room survive. The dozen workers set out to find Grady, who they assume is likely dead. Instead of finding Grady, however, in a field east of the rig, they find 2 people they don't recognize. Both are critically injured, but one of them, a man, is able to tell them that his name is Austin Hall. Austin would be thrown 200 yards from the road, along with his friend and girlfriend that were in the truck. Unfortunately, Austin would pass before EMS would arrive. Stephanie, the unconscious body next to Austin, would survive. The friend, Miranda Bishard, would not survive. Her body would be found, mangled and unrecognizable, days later. Grady would be found alive hours later, sheltered inside a cargo container that had been flipped and buried in debris. He'd made the split-second decision not to run for the safe room, and it saved his life. The cactus worksite looks like frames out of
that was the guy, the last guy.
Are reduced to essentially bits. There are multiple images.
This is fucking crazy.
Anything. It's possible this is evidence the strongest tornado in history just impacted the area, and it had no plans of stopping. It is
insane.
While the tornado was over the site, it had changed. The massive wedge had
Is it actually like this big?
But not shrinking in power. It's as if the atmosphere took all that energy and focused it into
Why am I laughing? It's just mind-blowing, dude.
It grinds east across open terrain.
It's mind-blowing.
From the north, one brief glimpse emerges of the tornado near its peak. It almost looks like something out of a horror movie. By now, almost no storm chasers could keep up. Blinding rain and traffic have cut off nearly everyone.
Gotta get on that
3
bike,
college
dude.
students, Shane Young, his brother, and a friend, have managed to stay ahead on Highway 81. As the tightened tornado moves east, it emerges from the rain and lunges directly for their car. The college students are about to record the footage of their lives.
Oh, they're straight in it. Oh my god, they're in it.
We have to back up.
Guys, don't they say that the core or the inside of the tornado is where it's calm? And around it, it's like crazy.
Turn around. Turn around. Turn around.
Back up, we're okay. Look at the stream, Mike. Look at the stream. Take the stream. Unbelievable.
But that's a hurricane? What? I don't know what the difference is.
Southwest of me, I'm at Hefner Road.
Oh my God.
I'm at Hefner Road, 1 mile east. 1 mile east of...
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
22nd Memorial Road. We're talking about man.
Can you go further back?
Yeah.
Dylan, you gotta tell me.
Dylan.
Oh my god, that poor guy in the truck, dude.
Dude, we would have gotten hit there.
I know.
Debris ball is
That truck's still...
crossing 81 right now. Go ahead.
Oh my god. Hopefully he's backing up too, maybe.
Look at the power flashes. It's gonna be an EF3. EF3. I know what to think about getting out of here in about 30 seconds. Keep going. It's coming at me. Mike, it's 30
Along the highway, more structures would be erased. One home would be given the name Trenched Home due to it being reduced to essentially a muddy trench in the ground. After crossing Highway 81, the tornado begins to look wrong on radar. The signature wobbles, the path is narrowing. Similar
I've never
to
seen a
every
tornado,
other
dude.
tornado today.
Sweden, we don't have anything. We don't have earthquakes,
This is what
tornadoes,
Storm Chaser Kerry
hurricanes,
Bahora and his friend
tsunami. We
Eric
don't have
are
a
thinking
shit.
as they drive through the town of Piedmont. During this time, trees and homes obstruct their view. They believe they are missing out on the very end of the tornado. As they break out onto an open road, they are shocked at what they see.
People, if they are on the Northwest Expressway, they want you
So it's already like morning because now it's way brighter outside.
6 miles northwest of you guys. And they put you a good shot on it, and you can tell me what you can see there. I can see it.
It looks like just cloudy sky.
Philly in the south. Sometimes that will.
That looks like just a cloud in the sky and it's a fucking tornado.
The tornado is not dying. It's 1.5 miles wide, ground scraping, and it's heading directly for the suburbs of Piedmont. For a few miles, the tornado threads between subdivisions, barely missing clusters of homes. But the path is trending northeast, and the neighborhoods ahead are running out of time. Father John Allison steps out his front door and sees a black wall heading for his family.
Get out! Get out, bro! You gotta get out. You gotta get out, bro.
Come on, Nux. Come on. Come on, Scratch. Come on. Come on. Scratch. Come on.
Guys, I'm just gonna get my blanket.
As John hides with his family, the tornado would carve through Northridge Lane, a subdivision just in front of him. 19 homes lined the street, and every single one of them was destroyed. Cars from the neighborhood were thrown hundreds of yards into fields and shredded beyond recognition. The debris was so finely grounded that surveyors couldn't identify what most of it used to be. Every single home on Northridge had an underground storm shelter though, and every single person survived.
Oh,
the center of the
W.
tornado would continue, just
This
narrowly
seems only.
missing
I don't
the
want to be
Allison
like
home,
that.
causing damage.
But this seems
sparing
like just an
them from
awful
death.
place to
Not
live.
everyone would share the same fate as the Allisons. A neighborhood along Falcon Drive sat in the direct path of the tornado, and at the end of the road sat the home of the Hamels. Inside the home was Mother Catherine.
You would
daughter
have to
Kathleen,
rebuild your
and
house
1
every
and
year.
3-year-old Ryan and Cole. Catherine was a cautious mother and kept up to
Oh,
date with
was?
all tornado warnings in the area that day.
Oh, no.
As the tornado approached and a warning was issued for her area, she took herself and her children into the center bathroom and put a mattress
In the
over their heads.
bathroom.
Catherine would say, "I heard a loud noise. It went dark. The home is sliced directly by the violent core. All 3 children are ripped from her arms in an instant,
Oh.
and the bathtub they were sheltered in was literally ripped from the floor and thrown. Nothing remained of their home or much of the neighborhood. 1-year-old
But they
Cole
survived?
and 3-year-old Ryan would die. Catherine and her daughter would survive with extreme injuries. Not far from the Hamel home, 58-year-old
No.
Sharon Dodd was in her storm cellar. The tornado was bearing down, but she was underground and protected. But somewhere above her, she realized her dogs were not with her.
No,
Sharon made the
how do you
decision
how
to
do you
leave
forget the
cellar
dog? Dude, I
and go
can't
find
listen to
them.
this. I
She
can't
never
listen
made
to
it
this.
back underground. A few
Oh my God.
100 yards away,
The
Cody
dogs,
Leeper,
bro.
son of Billy
I
and
don't care if it's a
Pamela
dog,
Leeper,
a
is
bird,
speeding
fish,
towards the
lizard. You
neighborhood
gotta
in
get
his
that
truck.
shit.
Cody knew they wouldn't leave their mobile home on their own. As he pulls into the driveway just in time to see Billy outside, he watches as his father tries to lift Pamela into their pickup. Pamela had a back disorder and couldn't move easily. Billy was not going to leave without her. Before Cody could even get out of his vehicle, the mobile home exploded around them. The last thing he saw was his father throwing his body over Pamela to shield her from what was coming. Cody's father, Billy Leeper, would die. It's moments like these that make you realize a tornado is more than just some epic scientific phenomena. With Joplin killing 160 people literally 2 days
160?
prior, and now one of the strongest tornadoes of all time, actively killing families who did essentially everything right. I just want to take a moment to mention that these are real people with real lives like you and me. These aren't numbers or cool talking points for a YouTube video. They're humans. Just something I felt like making clear. By this point, the tornado began to appear unstable on radar.
But how does a tornado continue? Because this tornado has been going at it for like a day, it seems like, at this point. What, does it ever die off? Hours, pressure and temperature. The wind is so strong it keeps spinning. Days? Okay, well, I don't know how many hours it's been. It's probably been hella hours. It formed right before it got dark. And then it's been spinning all night. All evening, all night. And then throughout the entire night. And then the morning.
The path began
like,
to
it's
wobble,
fucking traveling like crazy, dude.
Nothing nearly as violent would
It's gonna
occur
hit Maine
past
at this
the
point.
neighborhood. It seems as if the tornado was gradually running out of power, and at 5:32 p.m., the tornado would lift. May 24th, 2011 would produce one of the most violent tornado outbreaks Oklahoma has ever seen. Besides Canton Lake, El Reno 1 and El Reno 2, 12 other EF2 plus tornadoes would occur, claiming 18 lives. 2 days earlier, the people of Oklahoma watched Joplin get destroyed, believing nothing could ever be worse. And maybe by the human numbers, nothing was. But for Catherine Hamill sheltering her children exactly the way she was supposed to, for Billy Leeper shielding his wife in their driveway, for Austin Hall driving towards safety that didn't exist, the numbers don't really matter. It was the worst day of their lives. Oklahoma will continue to recover like clockwork after any tornado, but people will continue to remember the lives and communities impacted that day. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for the video. Damn. I could never live in the Midwest. This seems super scary, dude. Imagine, oh, it's getting a little windy today. My house might get blown away.